August 8, 1963, 3 a.m. Deep in the Buckinghamshire countryside, the heist was set in motion. It did not begin with explosives, but with a simple manipulation of mechanics, a plan built entirely on silence. By covering the green signal with a leather glove and powering the red light with a portable battery, they created a phantom alarm, a trap designed to freeze the Royal Mail train in the isolated mist. The driver, Jack Mills, reacted instantly. He saw the red glow and slammed the emergency brakes. The screech of iron against steel shattered the night as the massive green locomotive ground to a forced halt. Before the steam cleared, 15 figures emerged from the shadows. Without firing a single shot, they scaled the engine, moving with cold, military precision. Resistance was futile. With the crew subdued, the gang seized control. The tracks, the train, and £2.6 million were now theirs. The next phase relied on brute strength and railway knowledge. To isolate the high-value cargo, they manually uncoupled the heavy iron hooks. The passenger cars holding 75 postal workers were left stranded in the darkness, completely unaware. The engine and the money carriage moved forward alone, disappearing into the fog. They stopped exactly at Bridigo Bridge, a location chosen with surgical precision. Here, their transport trucks were waiting below. Accessing the loot required force. They smashed through the reinforced windows with heavy iron bars and stormed the carriage. Inside, they discovered a fortress of wealth. 128 mailbags, stacked from floor to ceiling. The sheer physical weight was overwhelming. The gang formed a synchronized human chain, passing the heavy bags down the steep embankment. One by one, 2.5 tons of currency vanished into the waiting trucks. The transfer was complete. The convoy disappeared into the rural darkness. While the police scrambled to secure the railway, the gang was already miles away, navigating forgotten dirt roads. They reached their sanctuary just before dawn, Leather Slade Farm, an isolated hideout purchased months in advance specifically for this moment. Inside, the tension turned into euphoria. They dumped the mailbags in the center of the living room, creating a chaotic mountain of canvas and paper. As they sliced the bags open, the sheer density of the wealth spilled out. Thousands of brick-like bundles of used banknotes. It was more money than any of them had ever seen. The celebration took a surreal turn. In a display of ultimate hubris, they gathered around a board game. They played Monopoly, but they replaced the fake paper money with real cash. They were gambling with millions, completely unaware that this very hideout would soon become their trap. But their perfect crime had a fatal flaw. Panic set in. The gang fled the farm in haste, leaving behind a chaotic mess of forensic evidence. The cleanup man hired to burn the hideout to the ground never showed up. When the police surrounded Leather Slade Farm, they found it abandoned. Yet, the silent rooms were screaming with clues. Among the clutter, detectives found the undoing of the entire operation. A single, perfect fingerprint, carelessly left on a bottle of ketchup. That one small mistake unraveled the web. It connected the phantom figures to known career criminals. The investigation accelerated, linking names to faces with undeniable proof. One by one, the masterminds were hunted down. The millions they stole couldn't buy their freedom. In the end, the most audacious heist in history led only to cold iron bars and 30 years of silence.